What's going on, guys? It's Joe and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today is going to be a special day. For those of you that follow him, Mr. Greg Doucette released his new cookbook, more anabolic than last time. And today we're going to be eating from it. Basically the cookbook 2.0. We're going to do a full day of eating. Every single meal and snack will be coming from this cookbook. So let's get right into meal one. Okay, so for meal one, we're going to go ahead and make some protein pancakes. So some of the ingredients that we have here is cinnamon, oats, egg whites, a banana, baking powder, xanthan gum, some sweetener. The recipe does call for fat-free cottage cheese. I do have a low-fat cottage cheese. I know that you could also use Greek yogurt. So for the sake of overall calories, we're going to use the Greek yogurt instead of the cottage cheese. But pretty much take all the ingredients in here, put it into a blender, and let's get going. Now, I am more of a French toast kind of guy, and I will say these pancakes are a little bit different. It's something to kind of mix it up, and quite frankly, I enjoy it. I mean, can we appreciate the length of this thing? Alrighty, so this is meal one. I like to have a nice fat stack of pancakes here. Total calories is 890 calories, just shy of 900. Go ahead and top this off with some sugar-free maple syrup. Gonna be my meal one, also my pre-workout meal. So gonna eat this entire stack right here. Let's just give this thing a little bit of a taste test. Like I said, I am more of a French toast kind of guy, and I love that recipe. This is a great mix-up, and it tastes freaking amazing as well. So, well done, Greg. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, head to the gym, work out, and I'll see you guys in the next meal. Alrighty, I am here with my regular ass bread, just popping this in the toaster. Just got back from the gym as well in the grocery store to pick up this meal right here, which is going to be straight out of the anabolic cookbook, and that is some sloppy Gregs, right? Pretty simple. Your choice of lean protein, right? So I chose some 96.4 ground beef, mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, tomato sauce, and then some sloppy Joe seasoning, as well as some regular ass bread. You put all that in there, regular ass bread in there, so some sloppy Gregs. Alrighty, meal number two here. We got some sloppy Gregs topped off with some fat-free cheddar, and this does look good. I might say so myself. I'm always a fan of a nice sloppy Joe, in this case a sloppy Greg. Got ourselves some diet pop. I know Greg's a big fan of that, so we had to add that on the side. Pretty simple, pretty easy to make. Let's go ahead and give this a taste test. It's delicious. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's just good. It's just good. I use 96.4 ground beef, fat-free cheese, regular ass bread. Pretty simple and easy to make. You just throw everything together. It's low calorie, roughly around 400. Now, depending on the meat that you choose, could alter the calories a little bit, but a great alternative to a sloppy Joe. Something that I'm a big fan of. I'm gonna eat this. This is meal number two. So far, so good coming out of the cookbook. All right, so I crushed that sloppy Greg. Now, a little update, I might just throw this in here. I did make one for my mom, and she actually called me as I'm kind of recording this, and she goes, hey, that was actually pretty good. Can you bring me another one? So just a little tip out there. If you want to cook for your mom, don't be afraid to pull a little recipe from the anabolic cookbook. Okay, so I'm currently in my car right now. I'm kind of in between some clients, and I brought along a little bit of a snack, and that is the protein popcorn. I love protein. I love popcorn. It only makes sense to combine the two, right? So pretty simple when it comes to this guy. Vita fiber, which is like a liquid syrupy type of consistency, some actual sugar-free syrup, protein powder, mix that all together, combine that with the popcorn, throw this in the freezer for a little bit, and you got yourself high protein anabolic popcorn. And it is, I kid you not, when I was mixing this and just the smell of the Vita fiber, protein, and popcorn all coming together, it was quite fantastic. Quite fantastic if I do say so myself. I'd be a liar if I say I wasn't kind of like sneaking some pieces in on the drive over here. And this by far is one of my favorite snacks. I love popcorn by itself, but this right here, just to get in some extra protein, is absolutely delicious. I'll do a little taste test right here. So here's some protein popcorn. This is probably my favorite thing that I've eaten all day long, excluding those pancakes, but right here is so good. I mean, even the recipe book, it says, you know, eat half if you can. And let me tell you, this bowl, the whole thing, doesn't stand a chance whatsoever. So I'm going to eat a little bit of this, go back to some training with some people. I'm going to eat some of this in between my clients. Overall, great snack, and I'll see you guys in the next meal. Alrighty, now I'm about to hit a deadlift PR with this next dish coming out of the oven. Let me show you. Jeez Louise. Fucking hell. Alrighty, and holy guacamole. I mean, this is one big ass lasagna. Alrighty, my friends, this right here is the anabolic meat lasagna. Used the 99.1 ground turkey for this bad boy. This right here, I didn't even bother trying to film me making it. There were so many different moving pieces to this guy. By far the most complicated dish of the day. But my mouth is watering just looking at this thing. Around 500 or so calories for this component and this brick of a lasagna that it is. So as far as it being low calorie, high protein, meets all of our criteria. So we're gonna give this guy a little bit of a taste test. Lasagna overall, delicious. Now, as far as me piecing it together, I think I could have done a better job. The zucchini isn't cut as thin, and I didn't cut it equal to the dish that I wanted to serve, so it was a bitch and a half to try and put this on the plate, and that's why it kind of fell apart. Overall though, taste is delicious. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this lasagna, and then I'll see you guys for the final meal, which is dessert. Alrighty, now final meal of the day. Protein lava cake. To be quite frank with you, I don't think I made this correctly, if I'm being honest, but this just goes to show you, right, even when you kind of mess something up on the recipe book, you can still have some type of pudding texture consistency going on here. And still an overall pretty tasty, high protein, delicious dessert. I don't think I made this correctly. I think some of my measurements did come out a little bit off, but overall it still tastes pretty damn good. It's actually around 12 o'clock, so I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna go to bed, and then tomorrow we're gonna do a little bit of a recap. But as for now, Alrighty, so it is the next day. I'm gonna go for a walk and get some steps in, and I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Funny enough, the day I recorded this video, Will Tennyson posted on his channel doing the exact same challenge of eating from Greg's cookbook for 24 hours. And I really love what Will said at the end of the video and what the book teaches. It teaches you how to eat low calorie dense foods that just taste good, and something that is able to help you stick with something long term to see long term results. You know, everything that Will said I agree with, and everything that Greg Doucette pushes in this book I agree with as well. Do I think $150 price tag is worth this book? I think so. This is something that's going to show you simple things that you can do every day in the kitchen that has a long-term effect towards your health. Every day we spend a lot of money on a lot of things that serve no benefit for us to be healthy whatsoever. At least spend a good chunk of change towards something that will have a long-term effect on your overall health. I think the book is worth its price tag. I think it holds its value. I was a fan of the cookbook 1. I'm even a bigger fan of the cookbook 2. I'm a big advocate of what Greg Doucette pushes when it comes to nutrition and just overall health and wellness. But I'm going to wrap the video up here. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy Joe. Peace.